Welcome into Mario Kart coverage, everyone. Thank you so much for joining me. In today's video, I'll be previewing the new tour trailer, what we're going to see for that autumn tour, take a look at some of the new items and the expectation for the course composition, and then I'm going to swing it over, do today's challenge, and fire off all of those token shop pipes. If that sounds good with all of you, please show your support with the channel by leaving a like on this video and subscribing. Thank you so much for the support. All right, we have this preview icon, and unfortunately the iOS trailer is not out at the time of this recording, but we have the generic trailer to go into, and we see New York Minute returns, and this looks like the original New York Minute, right? So that's going to be themed with the autumn celebration with Pauline and Mario Sunshine, and we have a pair of new carts there. So I'm sure that we'll be briefed on that as soon as we go into this trailer. Let's go. Vancouver's back too. Look at that. So there's a new speeder cart and some kind of an eagle cart. Looks pretty wide. Wow. Comet cart there with the Vancouver drivers. The ranked reward is Orange Yoshi. DK in the new New York Minute battle. Okay. Very good. And we saw a lot of those eagle variants. There's a gold eagle and a red eagle variant. So all told, there are going to be 5 brand new carts. That will be the 3 variations of this new eagle cart, which isn't in the game. And there's going to be 2 versions of the speeder, and then we also have the orange turbo Yoshi, which will be the ranked super cart. I'd imagine then the composition will look similar to that of the current ranked cup. If we take a look at the distribution here, this is for my current tier of 50 and above. You have the driver in the top 3 position places, and then you have the cart for 4th place and 5th place as well. And granted, if you are starting off, if you're newer in the game, these selections for those ranked rewards will be less. And where we see Gold PD Piranha right now, Orange Yoshi will be, looks very swell. Quite a different composition of color to that of Kangaroo Yoshi. And let's go back in and take a look at that Me trailer, because it's actually something kind of interesting in the Me trailer for a change. So let's pull that up here. And the yellow Me racing suit, just another standard recolor here. And it's gonna have a giant banana. So an all city driver, since we also have Los Angeles laps, all variants returning to this tour as well. So it's gonna be just like Sunshine Mario in a way, but looky here, folks. This, believe it or not, is a cow from Moo Moo Meadow, N64 track. Hello everyone, this is Kevin. In the future, there's been some new findings for a potential course that could be coming to Mario Kart Tour and the tour after the autumn tour related to that Me racing suit. If it is in fact not a cow, but rather a bull, it could point to the possibility of the city course Madrid launching in Mario Kart Tour. Supporting evidence for this consists of a course ID that's been skipped over with the suffix MOB, which stands for mobile, and that's used for all of the Nitro courses that we've seen in Mario Kart Tour. The timing for this is curious from my perspective because I've been covering on the channel here Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. The region of those games is based on real-world Spain, and Nintendo has been kicking up its marketing, particularly Spanish exclusive marketing, ahead of the launch of those titles. Could there be some kind of pseudo crossover going on here where Mario Kart Tour introduces a new Nitro that's themed appropriately with the region of those games? Historically, Nintendo has not done very much in the way of crossovers, but we have seen at the start of last year the Super Bowl had Los Angeles and Charge and Chuck themed towards it, as well as the Cat Tour corresponding with the release of Bowser's Fury. So we'll just have to see. All of this will be known in 2 weeks' time. So now, back to the video. How exciting is that? Going to be a lot of fun. And we already have a whole slew of farmer characters. Well, we have Daisy Farmer, who's in the game currently. So that will likely see an additional feature in the subsequent tour after this autumn tour. In addition, we know that Peach Farmer is out there, but will she be the character that we see? We haven't seen very many characters in this Spotlight Shop era, right? Because if we go through here, we just see that there's Peach Halloween, right? And in week 1, it was Mario Halloween. The only brand new driver that they brought to these Spotlight shops has been Luigi Chef, who had triple banana. And next tour, the only new character is going to be that ranked orange Yoshi. So the Pauline is going to be in the shop along with the speeder cart, along with Sunshine Mario with that Eagle cart. Those will be the offerings that you'll see in this position in the shop for week 1 and week 2. And then those are existing drivers though. Pauline's been given away numerous times for free. Sunshine Mario's been in a number of pipes that has not been given away for free. And then we're gonna have a new crop in these daily spotlights. Luigi Knight should be making his appearance there, since the Mario versus Luigi tour will be moving out of that 4-tour window, in which there's a moratorium on those items, with the exception being of that 1 gold cart initially. And then in the subsequent tour, we're expecting to see Moo Moo Meadow. That will be the 4-tour moratoriums end for the 3rd anniversary, and will we be seeing King Mario debuting in the daily spotlight? And would that be for 150 rubies, folks? Well, we already know that the next tour is going to be inhabited exclusively by city courses, and that means all the items that will be picking up buffs will be picking up nitro courses, so it won't have that permanent mainstaying kind of value being added next tour, which I'll go into more detail with as soon as we unpack that tour. It will be a lot of fun, folks. So with all that out of the way, let's scroll down now and fire off some pipes here. We also have the all clear pipe too. There's so many pipes coming in every which direction, right? I never know where they're all coming from. So let's actually start this time with this gold one. So we're going to start with the gold. We're going to do the rest of the token shop pipes, and then we're going to do the all clear pipe in today's challenge, all that fun stuff. So let's see, what did we pull here? Oh, the Flyberry book. This one looks really cool because it's got, you can see Big Ben up there and Shy Guy along with Rosalina Baby Detective's magnifying glass there. Very interesting looking glider. Pretty nice. That's a good pull. One of the many that have been added to that standard selection, just makes it a little bit more exciting when you go to pull on the pipe. But still, the old distribution is alive and well. I see many of you are still seeing those items pull from the pipes. But hopefully in time, everyone will have a chance to become acquainted with some of those new items in your own pipe pulls. That would be so nice for all of you. So let's get through some of these. Not going to be able to fire them all, but we're that's quite all right when you can hit a 10K in the second pipe. Ooh, very, very nice. Gotta put those coins to use, right? Hopefully the shops will heat up and there will be plenty of reason in order to do that. Given that the tier shop no longer has those driver's carts and gliders, the high-end variety, I've noticed that the coins have just been piling up, and the daily selects exposure for some of these more desirable items is not up to snuff. And of course, you can use your rubies in the daily spotlight to get the items that used to be available in the tier shop, but the amount of rubies that are being generated, like you saw in the most recent video, I'll put a card up above in case you missed it. I only pulled 3 rubies in that, so that's not making up for the rubies that we're losing in Ranked Cup, which means it's going to be unsustainable if you're going to be going into the daily spotlight for your ranked progress. You know, I would recommend referencing the data for course coverage. I'll put the coverage optimizer tool link in the description below so that you can upload your own inventory and see just specifically what you need, what would be the most benefit for your account. And that's a very powerful tool for you to make use of. That way you can save more rubies and apply them for items that present the most amount of course coverage overall. And then you can stay in the game longer with that large presentation of coverage. All right, so we're up to the 90 token pipe here. I think I pulled coins on that. I saw the counter moving along there. All right, so that's 11,000 coins we're up to. Otherwise, though, It's been pretty quiet, but these polls, all in all, have been very, very nice to us today. Oh, okay, well that is a points cap, but now with the quad cap, that can be applied favorably to some of our lovely but yet forgotten characters. I will say, with New York Minute 1 and New York Minute 2 returning, okay, before I fire this pipe, I just have to say, when I first started playing the game and I saw the courses that Diddy Kong had access to, this is my favorite driver, by the way. In case you're new to the channel, you're like, what is this guy talking about Diddy Kong for, right? Those of you who've been with me for a while, thank you so much for your continued support, first and foremost. But I always remember looking at that, especially before I knew how the game really operated. I'm like, wow, that New York Minute 2 RT looks so dynamic, so fascinating. The thumbnail really captivated my attention, and it's like, oh, it's a Nitro course, and then New York Minutes have never returned, right? We had New York Minute 1, 2, 3, and 4. None of them have ever returned after their initial debut, so this is the very first time. And actually, I was thinking that this is what many of us, in fact, not just myself personally, but many in the community thought that the 3rd anniversary of the game would bring back the old New York Minutes, and that might be where some of the disappointment. I'm not saying that everyone out there is disappointed from the Autumn Tour, but I think when you call it the Autumn Tour, there's some kind of an expectation perhaps that's going to be an autumn themed course. And while Vancouver does have that fall foliage along one of its paths, still misses the mark there, especially considering the character representation that could go along with it. But it's going to be a phenomenal tour because I personally have never raced on New York Minute 2 or New York Minute 1. And that's going to be so much fun. I'm really looking forward to that. I think that's the kind of escapism. I love the city tours more and more because I can appreciate, just what's gone into the development there. And these are special events, and the way how they do preserve how they're seen in tours, I think it only enhances that. But will that be in ranked mode? Will Intern 4 have his redemption arc fulfilled? Oh, that's going to be a lot of fun. You're going to want to tune in for that reaction. Oh, if that course is in Ranked Cup, over 900 days without a ranked appearance, right? Oh, that would be an epic one, wouldn't it? Low expectations on it. I don't expect to see that, not at all. Fun to imagine, right? Anyway. Oh, yeah, maybe they're getting me ready for this quad cap of the Diddy Kong. Oh, that's 2 in a row, right? Plenty of item tickets. We're used to those, that's for sure. Oh, first gold one is in the book. So, it'll be interesting to see if this is a driver, kart, or glider, along with the expanded selection in the daily selects and with that gold pipe. Same expanded selection here, in addition to, having one of those tickets. And unfortunately, in the multiplayer pipes, I did not find any tickets. That was I was expecting tickets, forgot that the balloons were high ends. Only got 300 coins for the dupes, though. Oh, that was a lot of fun. It really was. Okay, glider points cap ticket. Very nice. Make up for one of those gold pipes with the dupe balloons in it, right? All right, 3 rubies, run the board. We always get the 3 ruby token pull, right? Nice mixture here. Seems like I don't get a very strong concentration of anything. It's usually a broad smorgasbord of resources and content here in these pipe pulls. Yep, they're giving me the red tickets now. It all cycles back. I think that was the first pull we got here, right? So I think the one after this will be the final one. Oh, 5 rubies. They're trying to catch me up for ranked mode. They're like, he's really killing us on this minus 15, isn't he? Well, we still have 14 to go, and we finish off with the gold. Okay, very good. Back on track. Let's go. Let's just go right into it. All right, a cart points cap. Those are the ones that we like to see the most of. All right, so with all that out of the way now, let's do today's challenge. And then I'll swing it over and do the final challenge to finish off this tour and fire that all clear pipe. We still have one more gold pipe in the book, folks. It's not time to tune out just yet. Here we go. Wow, they keep pushing the zoom room on me in these challenges. They want me to say something good about it. Personally, I do love the design of the zoom room. The zoom room has been one of my favorites in terms of coverage. It's not optimal anymore, but it does have a nice selection of concourses overall, and that was my initial reason for giving it a partial investment anyway. But here, this is a little different than I'm used to. It's been so long since we've had these SNES Rainbow Roads, right? Doing pretty decent. Got those 3 coins. Very good. Oof, the red shells are vicious today. Alright. As they are any day, right? It's like the definition of insanity is performing the same task and expecting a different result, right? Oh boy. Oh wow, they had double protection, look at that. We snuck in there first place, and side by side. Reminds me of one of the moments when Bolt did his top 24 ACR push, and he had a red shell frenzy, and it was like the Wario bot was like right next to him, so it wouldn't let him catch up. He had a double boombox frenzy that run. They gave him a red shell frenzy. And he was neck and neck at the line, and he ended up finishing second because the red shells were firing forward when it was just like marginally ahead of him. One of the Mario Karted heartbreaks of our time. Anyway. Let's see what we pulled here. It's a greenie. Oh, 3 more rubies. Wow. They're really trying to catch us up, but still a little bit short on the 15 there. But we made a valiant attempt to catch up there, and I appreciate that very much. Anyway, let's now go into the big reverse race, and we gotta go bottom shelf here, right? And I think we're gonna go with Diddy Kong, actually, right? In honor of his possible, actually, since we're going to New York, we got to have the Big Apple, right? We got to have the Apple cart, go full theme, right? Go all in, and then maybe I will go with top shelf. We'll go with that red shell. That looks nice. Okay, aim for first. Let's go. Diddy Kong can do it. They start us off really far back, but look at that, the bots go into the blocks there, so not too shabby here. We take that inside line, pretend like it's a multiplayer match here. Oh boy, this will be spicy. Unfortunately, nobody's going to hit those because they're just going nowhere there. But look at that, already in first place. We're going to hold on to the red shell. Alright, very nice. What a fun way to conclude this tour. Not going to make the 1 million points on that, so the 3 rubies from today's challenge will fill in for that. There's just too many new courses, and you know, they really twist your arm in updating your inventory for that sort of thing. But it's alright, look, you don't have to spend 100 rubies, 150 rubies on some new items just to earn 3 back, right? But, you know, the amount of course content that they're going through really draws emphasis to what's left in terms of new retro courses that they can bring in. And is it going to be heavily nitro-based moving forward? Or are they going to do more RMX things? We've already seen them do the first RMX for GPA. I really think the lifespan of this game will depend largely on how the entire player base responds and handles the future content still to come to Mario Kart Tour. So let's fire on this all-clear pipe, see what we get here. Oh, the Queen Bee! That's interesting. Wasn't this just in, this was in something, I think, and I probably passed up on it. If not, maybe I'm thinking of something else, but year 1 value we're thinking of Honey Queen, one of the possible characters that, well, generally thought of more as a springtime character, but certainly would have been a nice addition to see for the Autumn Tour. And Mario Kart often doesn't have its finger on the pulse very well with, you know, the community expectations and whatnot. And I think as such, look, when I did my last video, I was trying to temper the expectations on what this tour could be, because the marketing machinery of Nintendo was not firing on all cylinders. There was a very clear indication that, look, this tour doesn't have a lot that we haven't already seen yet. But it's still going to be a lot of fun, because personally, myself, many of you out there have not experienced the previous New York Minute variants, as well as some of these other city courses. So it's going to be so much fun, and I can't wait to share that content with all of you, along with the information that you need to succeed in your own game. Wish you all the best, and I'll be seeing you in the Autumn Tour. Take care, everyone. Have a good one.